Hey YouTube, today I'm going to do a different video, just a plain old get ready with me video. I kind of want to, I don't know what I want to do today, but I know I'm going to go in public, so I want to look okay. But, yeah, so excuse me if my voice sounds really rough today. I'm kind of getting over like a head cold, almost like bronchitis situation, so if I sound like a man who's been on cigarettes for 40 years, well, that's pretty much why. And excuse my dogs in the background. They're kind of playing right now, and I can't control them. I'm a hot mess. But it's going to be fun, so hang on tight. We're going to get started. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to say here, but I know I need an opening. So, guys, welcome to my channel. Sit back, enjoy, and please subscribe. Okay, so I'm going to be trying out a few products that I've never used before today. Just because, well, some of them came in my BoxyCharm, and the other ones I kind of ordered at Ulta, because I got a gift card for Christmas, and you best believe I spent that already. Well, half of it anyway. Still trying to find some other stuff. But, I got this Color Pro Concealer Palette in my BoxyCharm by Bella Pierre. I've never used it. We're going to see how it goes. I know that when you use concealers that you want to cover up different things, you've got like red. This one's got red, green, and purple. The red is to get rid of your dark circles, your dark under eyes, or any dark spots you're trying to cover up. And then the green is to cover up any redness on your face. So if you've got really bad rosacea, or you just are red in the face constantly, it'd be a good concealer for you to use to get rid of that before you put your makeup on. And I'm actually going to do this before I put my foundation on. Normally, I would do concealer after I put my foundation on. I'm going to clear my throat a lot for this, guys. I'm sorry, but I just can't help it. But with this being colored, I'm going to want to like blend it out and get that, and then put the foundation over it. And then I'm going to go back over it with some more concealer later, but it's going to be the normal concealer. And I'm sorry, my Facebook Messenger just popped up. But I'm actually going to try to use some of this red right here, because I've got these really dark circles under my eyes that you can't see because I've got glasses on. But I'm going to try to get rid of those, because to me it looks like I've been punched in the face. But I've also been sick, and I'm pretty sure that's why I've got them. So here we go. And again, if I make weird faces, I have no contacts, can't see without my glasses. So if I'm squinting really hard, that's why. But we're just going to go in here. This is a concealer brush. And I'm going to... And I've already put moisturizer on my face, by the way, too. Where it's winter season right now, everything is so drying on my face. And I normally have oily skin, so it's really funny. This is the first time I've really felt like I've been dry on my face. But, so I've already put, the... moisturizer on. Ooh, I can't think today. And I did not put primer on, because I'm going to put all that on my face after I do my eyes and stuff like that, just so I can clean it up later. I don't really need the primer for my eyes. To me, honestly, I don't put primer on my eyes in general. I know they make eyeshadow primer. I don't believe in that. I mean, I guess you could if you want stronger pigment and you don't want it and for it to last longer. But to me, if the eyeshadow's any good, you're not going to need the primer anyway. So we're going to see how this works. I keep a water bottle at my desk to get it wet. So... My dog was there. He just got sprayed all over. My bad. Sorry. Shouldn't stay under me. You wouldn't get wet. He's my little Pomeranian. He's adorable, but he is a mama's boy big time. So anywhere I'm at, he's there, and he will not leave me alone. Okay, so we're just going to blend that in. Like I said, these are a lot of first timers I'm trying. I've never used this concealer palette at all. So we're going to see how well it actually works, because I always get nervous trying new products. Like if I know it works, and I've seen like a lot of, even if I've never had the product before and I've seen like a lot of tutorials on it, or if I've seen a lot of reviews or people talking about ranting and raving, then I usually am not so nervous, but I'm not really seeing anything on this particular palette. And like, I love BoxyCharm. I've never really had an issue with BoxyCharm products. I mean, they give me kind of a hit or miss, especially like lipsticks and stuff, but you know, I kind of trust. You gotta trust the process. Yeah. So right now, it generally looks like I've been punched in the face. I don't see dark circles, so that's a good thing, but we'll see how that goes. So what I'm going to want to do right now is I am going to actually do my eyebrows first, so that way I can clean it up later with the concealer, and it'd be good. And like I said, I can't see, so I'm squinting. Oh, Lord. What did I do with it? Oh, Lord. Don't judge me. I feel like my last video I posted, I was very solemn. And I was like, people are not going to watch this. I sound depressed. I don't want to sound depressed. I want to sound fun. So I'm going to try to be a little bit goofier in this video. And if you don't like it, oh well. I don't care. This is another palette, by the way, that I'm going to test out later. It's a Urban Decay Afterglow highlighter palette. We're going to see how well they work. I tested them on my fingers, or my hands. Wasn't really impressed, but we'll see. Face and hands, two different things, so it might surprise me later. You never know. You know what? I never start with that. I don't know why I did that. Lord, I am not on my game today, people. This is how bad I can't see. Oh, I need to get some contacts. Yeah, I think that's going to be my next big investment. I'm going to get some contacts because doing your makeup without really being able to see is really hard. Like, I literally have to put the mirror in my face like this. And then you all can't see me, but it is what it is. It works, right? Sort of. Maybe. No? Okay. I've already lost the lid to that MAC brush. By the way, I am using a MAC what is it called? MAC eyebrows. It's a pencil for the MAC eyebrows. That was in a BoxyCharm. I actually really like that one. And then I'm going over it with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the color Auburn because I've got red in my hair. So just trying to keep it a little matchy-matchy. Although to me, it doesn't really come out Auburn. But whatevs. Whatevs. Let's do it. It's a little messy, but whatevs. Okay. And the concealer I use to go over this is the Tarte Maracuja concealer, creaseless concealer. I don't like it for under my eyes because I feel like it's a bit heavy. But I do like it for fixing my eyebrows. And I'm missing the brush I use. That's going to make me sad. I guess we'll use this one then. Alrighty. And I'm not even sure what brush this is. It's pretty, but I don't know where it came from. Could be one of my older brushes, I think. It doesn't have a name on it. Or I could have got it in a box and not even know it, but we'll just go with it. So I'm going to go under and shape, do the outline of my eye. And I go ahead and bring the concealer down. You don't need primer, I guess. In a way, this is priming it. So I guess I could take back what I said. But before I did this, I did not have, I did not use primer on my eye at all. And my eyeshadows always look banging, so what did it matter? It didn't. Go ahead and bring that out. And I'm also going to come over here with it. It's like I'm outlining it all together. And above my eye as well. And then I'm again going to take my beauty blender and just kind of settle it all in there. And it's okay to bring your concealer out if you have to. No damage will be done. And that just defines the line, covers up any imperfection, and Lord knows you want to be perfect. So now, I'm going to finish this eyebrow off camera and I will be back. Okay, so I've got the second eyebrow done. I fought with that a lot. The thing is with eyebrows, it's not my area of expertise, but I mean, I can shape them and stuff like that. It's just I have to keep reminding myself they are sisters. They're not twins. They don't have to be absolutely perfect. It's just mine are naturally and maybe everybody else's too, but mine are naturally one's higher than the other, so I have to fight with it all the time. And then one looks longer than the other, and then it might be the way they've been shaped in the past. Whoever's done my eyebrows or whatnot, but whatever, they're not perfect, and that's okay. Have fun with it. Makeup, there's no right or wrong. So right now, I'm going to go into doing my eyeshadow before I do my foundation. That way I can clean it up easier. But what I think I'm going to do is put my primer on first, which I have to find because nothing is out. I may have something in here that I can use for primer. I may not. Let's see. We're going to go with the Lorac sample I've got. Illuminating primer. Not my favorite. But if that's what we have to use today, that's what we have to use. This is also, by the way, it's called 3-in-1 because it can be used different ways. You can use it as a face primer. Mix it with your foundation or moisturizer to illuminate your skin. Or you can use it as a highlighter on top of all your makeup. I am not a big dewy fan when it comes to skin. I like the matte finish. But we'll see how this does. I'm going to go ahead and prime my face before I do my eyes because this tight way it'll give it time to set in. I think I put too much in my hand. That's okay. Whatever. We'll figure it out. I have big pores, and so when I use a primer, I want a primer that's going to cover those to the best of its ability. Not all primers do that, and I wish they did. But let's see. Grab all that in. The stuff I usually use is that Monistat shaping gel, which is the same ingredients as Smashbox, so it's fine. But Don't know what to do with it. I just came back from a trip to Disney World, and it's probably still packed away, though I thought I cleaned out all my makeup. Maybe I stuck it somewhere else in the bag. Who knows? Anyway, eyes. So, what I got in the mail today, I'll put all this stuff up. I was so excited about it because I used my Ulta gift card for it that I got for Christmas. Thank you, brother. And I've been wanting this palette for a while because I thought it was beautiful. And I'm going to show you, and you're going to laugh. Ulta finally started to carry Morphe a while back, but they didn't have this palette that I wanted because it was limited edition and it came out. But luckily, when I got in there the day after Christmas to look at the website to see if they had this in stock, and I've been looking at this for months. It is the Morphe Dare to Create palette, okay? Been wanting this forever. Look how massive this palette is. It's huge. Can you see that? How big it is? Oh my gosh, it's huge. I'm not even staring at the camera. I was staring at the reflection. But anyway, you can see all the colors that come with it. And this is why I was so excited to use it. Please go away, Blair. So I'm going to love making some stuff with this palette. Anyway, green eyeshadows. If you've got brown eyes, make your eyes pop. And I don't have a lot of eyeshadows with greens in it, so that's why I'm really excited about this, because there's 3 different greens. Now, my Jaclyn Hill palette has a couple of greens in it, too. But that's literally all I had. Like, and I was looking online because I wanted to get some more greens incorporated into my eyeshadows. I have a ton of palettes, y'all. Next video I make is going to be what's in my makeup bag, although this is a vanity. And I'll show you my palettes. But there's not a lot of green in them. I've got a mermaid palette by Makeup Revolution, but it's not very pigmented, so I want stuff that's going to stay out. And it's not supposed to be pigmented. It's supposed to be mermaidy, so it's supposed to be that flighty, like, light, wispy kind of shadow, and it is. But it's just not strong enough for me to get the look I want. So I'm going to go, my friend made me this little jar. How cute is that? I'm going to go in and this is a Wet n Wild, that Wet n Wild set. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild brush. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I want my Morphes. Where are they at? Right here. Pop up, lid. Okay. I'm going to go in with this brush. It does not have a name. It's one of the Morphe sets. I like the way their brushes blend better than anything else. What I'm going to do is, you see these big, large circles in the middle? Yeah. They're transition colors. And they made it this way so that you use them, because you're going to use them more than you would any other color. So I'm going to go in with a base color. And I think I'm going to go in with what is called Canvas. That's what I'm going to go in with. That's what I'm going to go in with. Oh, my dogs are wrestling in the back. Can you hear them? So, I think what I want to do is there's like a black color in here, a dark color that I'm going to want to put in the corners over here before I do the green, because I'm trying to do a green smoky eye. That's what I think I want to do. I'm just trying to blow off the excess so it doesn't leave like residue on my face. But again, when you have fallout, if you don't put your foundation on first, easy to wipe it off so it doesn't affect you. Or doesn't screw up your makeup later, right? Right? Yeah. And it's okay to make mistakes, because it's like any work of art. You just fix them. Does not have to be perfect, trust me. Like that. I just did that. I'll clean that up in a minute. Ignore it. I'm gonna go back and get me something to blend because I want to blend these out. I don't want it to stay dark. So we're just going to yes, I am that person that uses like 20 different brushes when I do stuff like this. Don't judge me. Text messages, people. Text messages. Okay. I'm going to put this olive green tone on my eye right here. Just fall out. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna talk down to a palette if there's fallout because with pressed eyeshadow it's really hard not to have fallout. Just so you are aware. I have to catch myself too. Try not to hold your brushes like right up here. If you leave it back here, it gives you more room to play. I do it sometimes. I catch myself holding it closer, and I'm like, girl, why? Stop. I'm living for this green. I'm telling you what, right now, I am living for this green. What did I do with that? My friend's really trying to get a hold of me. I'm sorry. I don't have a nice camera yet, so I have to use my computer, and my computer is set up to my phone. My phone may be on silent, but my computer is not. And if I mute it, I don't know if the voice sound microphone would work, so I don't want to take that chance. But I just assume that people aren't going to text me because I never get messages, but it never fails that when I'm doing something, I get messages. So, I'm popular today, and I am sorry. Oh my goodness. What does she want? Oh, it's not even a she. It's a he. That never happens. Alright, let's blend this one a little bit. Now I got a dark eye going on, and that's okay. We're going to lighten it up just a little. It's that smoky look. See, there I am again holding it close. Did you see that? I have to catch myself. Like, girl, chill. Chill. Now those Wet n Wild brushes, I have this thing where if a brush is like white on top instead of black, I don't like using them because I feel like I'm going to ruin them. And of course, you never get that white back. So it took me forever to convince myself to use those because I was really just going to keep them on a shelf. But I was like, why pay money for some brushes and not use them? Actually, I didn't pay money for that. I was actually given those, but still, why just let them sit on the shelf? Now, I do have one that is just going to sit on my shelf, but it's a rose and it's just for looks. And I really don't know what, I would do with that anyway. So it's just there for me to look at and say, oh, pretty. Pretty. And I'm actually thinking that I'm going to want to go in with this little green shimmer right here and see how it looks right there. I've got raccoon eyes. That's okay. I'm going to dust all that stuff off anyway. Told you, I use a brush for everything. Now, the only thing about this palette, there's not like lighter shades. What are we barking at? To really get in the corner here. So I'm going to try like that. I need to buy me some liquid eyeliner to try to do this. I am so bad at wings, it's not even funny. But I bet if I had a liquid eyeliner, I could do it. They say a bobby pin works, but I don't even know if I've got one laying around. So, you know what? Let's look. Do I have a bobby pin laying around? Alright, I'm going to finish this off camera because it's already running a little late before I do my foundation and contouring and stuff. So, hang on. Okay, so I'm just going to count my eyes as done because I'm tired of dealing with them. Here's the thing, guys. I don't hate false eyelashes. In fact, I love them. I just have not figured out how solidly to get them on my face. And it takes me freaking forever. So I'm just not going to put them on in this video because I'm still working on that. Once I figure out how to do it, yeah, I'll put some false eyelashes on. But for now, not happening. What is going to happen is that I have finished my eyes. My face is primed. And it's obviously been setting for a little bit. So I'm going to put my foundation on. And what I use right now is the It CC Cream. Love this stuff. It's the best foundation I've ever seen. Well, it's CC Cream, but it's foundation. And it's full coverage. It builds. You might have to build it just a little bit. I don't really have to play with it all that much. It's okay. Like, it works for me just fine. But it's also expensive. It's like $38 a tube. And, you know, but it's worth it. When I don't have my It CC Cream, I just use the Maybelline Matte Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. Lord, I can't talk today. But I love my CC Cream. So that's what I'm putting on today. What I normally do is I put a couple of squirts on my hand because I feel like you get better coverage this way. So I'm going to dip this in here. And I'm going to open my little palette again today. We're going to go ahead and start blending it in with the Beauty Blender. Now, guys, I have to wash my brushes this week because they are awful in my Beauty Blender. But you want to make sure that you clean these stuff out at least weekly, at the very least, because it builds so much bacteria in these brushes and Beauty Blenders that if you don't, it could cause infection and other things, and you just don't want that. By any means, I'm not perfect with the winged eyeliner, so if you can see it, sorry. I tried. I don't. I love the eyeliner that I use because I use the Stila and it stays all freaking day. It does not go anywhere. And you really have to have like a good soapy, a good alcohol-based remover when you take it off because it doesn't come off after it dries. If it's still wet, it'll come off with just like a makeup wipe. But it takes forever. You have to scrub your eye with a makeup wipe to get it off, and that's never fun. But yeah, so. If I'm shaking the camera a little bit, I'm sorry. Because like I said, I have to use my computer and it's sitting on my vanity. My vanity's sturdy, but it still shakes. Oh, my dogs. Love them, but they're driving me insane today. And I have really bad pores on the side of my nose. So I have to use like a brush to get the foundation to over that because of the creases or whatever. It just looks really bad if I don't. They're just really big pores. And then I just go back over it like this. As long as I get that foundation there, it works. I'm actually really liking that red concealer on my eye. It takes away the red or the dark circles, but it also kind of hides the wrinkles a bit too. And I'm not old, but I've got wrinkles. Nobody likes wrinkles, right? Right. Okay. Now that the foundation is on there, and I'm going to wipe the excess off my hand. I always keep makeup wipes at the desk with me. I'm going to go ahead and contour a bit. I don't have the full size of this, but I love it, and I'm probably going to end up with the full size of this. I got this in my, I think, Ipsy, but maybe not. Maybe I got this one as a birthday gift from Sephora. It's that Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is the medium deep one, but I love it, and it works really good for contouring. I'm going to go in with my Moda Pro brush here, so I feel like it gets the curves of my cheeks. I'm a bigger girl, so I've got a rounder face, and I feel like it gets the curves of my cheeks just right. And I love the way this stuff smells. And I'm going to get the bigger one when this one runs out, but like I've had this for a while, and I still haven't even hit pan. So I'm just saying, there's a lot in here, and for it being a little sample, I am living for it. So I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to go behind it with another bronzer. I know that sounds like a lot, but I like to have choices here. You know what? I was supposed to put my concealer on. That's alright. I'll get it. See, even when you think you forgot to do something, you can go back and fix it later, just as long as you realize it. I'm going to go in. This is just an Ulta contouring brush. I'm going to go in with it. They're almost the same color, but not quite. This one is the Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Bronzer. This one did come in my Ipsy bag. I stopped subscribing to Ipsy, though, because I feel like I got a lot of the same stuff over and over and over again, and it was getting frustrating. Because there's only so many samples of mascara you can use. There's only so many eyeliners you can use. And it just wasn't my bag of tea anymore. Plus, the lipsticks they were sending were never my color. Or they were too, I don't want to say crappy, but crap. And that's fine if you like your Ipsy. It doesn't work for everybody, but it works for some, just like my BoxyCharm. It doesn't work for everybody. It works for some. And there's nothing wrong with that. Um, so, telephone call. 1 second, guys. Sorry. I'm going to figure out a way to cut that part out, but hey, maybe if I don't, it could be funny. I don't know. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, I'm just going to continue to blend in my bronzer. You want to try to keep it from looking like a muddy streak on your face. It's very possible for it to do that. My hair's getting on my nerves. But yeah, so we're gonna blend this in as best as we can. You know, I like to say, and I am very proud of myself for me not being able to see because I have no glasses on. I can do a dang good job. If I was blind, I could do this. Just kidding, probably not. I'd actually probably screw my face really bad. I'm gonna go with this just to fix my nose. This leaves a shadow on your nose to kind of slim it. It's very important if you, I don't want to sound, if you have a bigger nose, it's really important to contour it to get it, because you can change the shape of it just by the contour. And I know that sounds weird, but you can. And I also realized that I forgot to put eyeliner on my bottom eye. Bottom half of my eye. Do I need it? Nah. Alright. There's for the contouring. I don't like to do under here for me because I don't like to accentuate the double chin. There's probably a way to hide that, and I just haven't figured it out yet. But that's okay. No, I brought it out. I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape to do the under eye here that I completely forgot to do. That's an important part of contouring too. And this may not even be my color because it looks a little too light, but you want to go at least 2 shades lighter when you use concealer than your foundation because you're trying to brighten up the area. And if you use the same color, then it's like you didn't do anything at all. If that makes sense. Okay? Like I said, I think this might be too light, but I'm that weird skin tone that I figured out, and the guy at Ulta helped me figure it out too. There's not a perfect, concealer for me. We tried it with like 4 different concealers, Tarte, NARS, and 2 more, and I just have that weird shade to me, and that's okay. So I have to kind of deal with it for it being a little lighter than I would like. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, this just lightens it up a little bit. You guys, I'm really loving that Bella Pierre concealer palette. Like, after I used it on my under eye to get rid of those dark circles and the wrinkles and stuff like that, this is looking kind of flawless. Like, I'm very impressed with that. Like, how many times can I say like? But I've never heard of that brand. I mean, I have because I've got it like an eyeliner in my Ipsy bag, and I've seen it at places like Ross and TJ Maxx and stuff like that. But I always thought it was one of those brands that, like, you know, they came up with, or it's like the really cheap brands, and it may be, but for it being a brand that's cheap, or maybe it's not cheap, I don't know. It's really working for me. I am impressed. See, and guys, there's nothing wrong with cheap brands, by the way. If it works, it works. There's nothing wrong with that. You can be cheap as like if you need to be cheap, be cheap. A lot of my makeup was either given to me, came into a boxy charm, I saved up to get it, or it was gifted, obviously, but if I can't afford the high-end stuff, I don't stress about it. I get the the drugstore brands and stuff like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if it works for you, it works for you. Elf, Wet n Wild, whatever. I've got Elf products. I've got Wet n Wild. It works. So As long as it does the job, it does the job. Maybelline, things like that. Some things don't work, obviously. Some things are not going to replace high-end brands, but until you've got the money or whatever, if it makes your face look, fabulous, let it look fabulous. Who cares? Like, it's, cheap. I hate when people, feel like they can't look great on a budget, because you can definitely do it. The high-end stuff is just you invest in it, and it lasts longer to me. That's fine. And a lot of it's not as cakey or gross, and that's fine, too. But like I said, you can still look fabulous on a budget. I mean, and if you're looking for higher end but cheap, Morphe's the way to go. They've got all these eyeshadow palettes, and they're $23 for all those colors. You can't go wrong. I mean, think about it. If you paid $6 separately for each color, those palettes would be worth way more, and you're getting them at a steal. So there's nothing wrong with it. Now, the one I've used today, that one was $32, but it's because it's a bigger palette, and then the Jaclyn Hill one's $38. The rest of them are $23 and under. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Before this creases or whatever, I'm going to go in. I use Airspun to set it, and a lot of YouTubers will use Laura Mercier or stuff like that, and those are great products too. I don't have that product, and I have had this Airspun for 6 months and have not even used half of it. So I'm just going to stick with the Airspun, girl. Who cares? It's not the brush I want to use. I'm going to use this crayon brush to put it in there. Usually I use my beauty blender, but I found last time that when I used a brush, it stayed on better. And this right here, I'm baking the areas that I just put concealer and that I want to look light. That way they set in. And we're going to give that a few minutes. Now the next step that I'm going to do, powder everywhere. I'm going to highlight here. And a lot of people won't tell you, but if you highlight before you put the blush on, it helps blend it in more. I'm going to try, I love my Jeffree Star highlighter. I use them on everything, but just because I got the older, no, that's not what it is. The Urban Decay highlighter palette today, I'm going to use that one. Based off my look, I think I'm going to go with a side piece is what it's called, because it's a bronzier one. Or maybe I want to go with NSFW. Let's go with NSFW. Why can't I say that right? For those of you who don't know, NSFW stands for Not Safe for Work. Just saying. That's literally the last thing we have to do. So we're going to let this sit for a while, and I'll be back, okay? It's had time to bake. I'm going to wipe it off. I'm going to take my big old brush here and just go through and wipe it off. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so like I said, I have chosen, there it is, NSFW to place on my face for the highlighter. Oh, I just dropped it! No, I didn't! Oh my gosh, guys, this is bad. Oh. Okay, it's not broken, thank God. Let's see. That's not bad. It definitely looks better on my face than it did on my hand. Give it a little glow. Shimmer, girl. I might go over it with side piece just to see. Ooh, yes. Glow girl. And it's okay to mix your highlighter colors. Nothing at all wrong with that. I like to put a little on my lip and on the tip of my nose. Give it that extra shine. Because why not, girl? Why not? Okay, I'm living for that. Blush. That's what I was going to do today. I haven't decided. I think I may use my new Real Her blush palette that I got with BoxyCharm. Like I said, using a lot of new products today. The only thing I think I've used today that was the same was my eyeliner, my foundation, and my mascara. I used the Tarteist Pro, or is it Pro? What is it? Where'd it go? No, not Pro, just Tarteist. The text messages. I'm so sorry, guys. Eyeliner. So we are going to use this for blush. I wish they would stop. Okay. I think I'm gonna go in with this Fearless. It's a little pink. So I'll give it a little pop. Just a little pop of color. A little pop. That beer sucks. Look the other side and rub it all together. Alright. Dust everywhere. My hair's getting caught. Okey-dokey. Alrighty. Now, as far as lipstick goes, and I am going to put my glasses back on for this one, guys, so I can see, because I have the hardest time doing my lipstick with my glasses off. I got this in my BoxyCharm as well, and it's the Pretty Vulgar. My lips are sealed color, so we're going to put this on today. That's the one we're going to do. Ready? Alrighty. that completes our look for today. I'm not doing anything fancy with my hair because, well, I just don't have that in me. But this is the look, guys. I think I did a pretty good job for not being able to see, right? Oh, my goodness. Alrighty. Okay, well, thank you. I'm going to actually do my hair in a minute by myself because I'm probably just going to, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. But anyway, you guys have a good day, and I hope to see you on my next video, okay? Thanks for watching.